Perlis, Kedah, Penang, Selangor, Kuala Lumpur, Malacca, Johor Bahru, Sarawak, Sabah. Oh my, there's too many locations to look into. If only there was a video that summarized which states are worth investing in 2022. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to see more real estate breakdowns. Malaysia's property market in 2022 is defined by low interest rates, low employment, and the reopening of borders. Today, we'll be narrowing down the top 8 regions we think are worth considering. We will rank these locations based on their compound annual growth rates in median price, aka CAGR, as is one of the most accurate tools to evaluate investment. Note that CAGR does not measure risk. As we rank these places, we'll also evaluate their economic performances while touching on local developments and things to watch out for. Let's begin. Number 8. Johor Bahru. Known for its mouth-watering street food and traditional dances, Johor Bahru lies across a narrow strait from Singapore. It's a very pro-business government that welcomed many foreign and Chinese investors to enhance its economic performance. After 2 years of inactivity, the Malaysia-Singapore second link started operating again on April 1st, 2022, which is beneficial to the property market since it signals a new era of cross-border real estate investment. A key ongoing mega project is a rapid transit system from Johor Bahru to Woodlands. It will help to ease causeway congestion and generate shared economy benefits. While the outlook for Johor's property market is generally quite positive, the state is still facing an oversupply problem. Recently, Johor developers have struggled to rent out or sell properties due to COVID-19, the movement control order, and the prolonged hiatus of NM2H. The widening supply and demand gap has left some worried about owning a depreciating asset. Another concerning factor is the increasing crime rate as empty homes are susceptible to break-ins, which could add to home buyers' concerns. Nonetheless, Johor's close proximity to China, India, and Japan means there's much potential for growth, and it's a great location to look into for those who plan to conduct businesses in the region. Number 7. Selangor. If you're looking for a place with convenient access to both the city and suburb, then consider Selangor. With the LRT and KTM rail system, you can easily travel between Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. Many company headquarters are located in Selangor due to cheaper property prices. The state also has the highest GDP in Malaysia. One of the state's cities is the perfect spot for residents who prefer a prosperous yet relaxing environment. In both 2020 and 2021, Selangor had the largest transaction volume by state, with an amount almost double that of second place Perak. Although the mismatch between demand and supply in the residential market remains to be a challenge for Selangor, the state has been experiencing an ongoing increase in property investment and local infrastructure like international schools. With many articles demonstrating the potential of Selangor, such as this one, this, and this, Selangor's growth seemed pretty promising. We're looking at quick urbanization, comprehensive infrastructure, and a very business-friendly environment that are indicative of prosperous economic growth. By the way, if you haven't checked out our overview of Malaysia, click the card above and go check it out to get a bird's eye view of current market conditions. Now, number 6, Kuala Lumpur. While the city is not a state, it remains to be a first choice for many home buyers because of the abundant housing supply and work opportunities, convenient public transportation, great healthcare system, and comfortable weather. The emergence of new infrastructure also contributes to its positive outlook in 2022. For instance, 6 months ago, Switzerland-based IWG announced 2 new luxury flexible workspace locations in Kuala Lumpur. Moreover, we can hope for an increase in cheaper housing since companies have implemented projects that provide more affordable residence. Masing, for example, has launched Project M Arisa during the pandemic, offering people lower-cost property with a lot more green space. And so far, the project has a healthy take-up rate of 80%. However, like Johor, Kuala Lumpur is dealing with overhang units worth 7.94 billion ringgit. Finally, buying property there will be quite expensive for investors, and there is no guarantee of significant return soon. Therefore, we suggest you to be cautiously optimistic about investing in Kuala Lumpur due to the possible uncertainties ahead. Number 5. Malacca. Known as the historical state of Malaysia, is a famous tourist destination rich with traditional cultural art.
It offers a much more relaxing environment at lower living costs than both Kuala Lumpur and Johor.
Overall, Malacca's property market shows positive trends as business begin to operate again. There was a 12.2% and 19.7% rise in volume and value of transactions respectively in 2021. And we're hoping to see steady growth with the launch of several mega projects such as The Sale, The Rise, and Tama Botani Parkland in early 2022. Nonetheless, the recent third wave of COVID-19 has made the general public in Malacca skeptical about the property market. At the moment, they will most likely hoard money than take risks. Thus, we suggest waiting until things are more settled and keeping an eye on consumer confidence before making any investment decisions. This was just part 1 of our individual breakdown of Malaysia's states and cities. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss part 2, because trust me, there's some crazy investment numbers you'll want to know more. Also, stay tuned by signing up to our newsletter and following our social media pages.